Hey, welcome to the next match. He leads on Eldrazi Temple. Incoming turn 2 Thought-Knots here. It's gonna be total bullshit. Not quite. Land an Arbiter. Eldrazi Displacer. Matter Reshaper. Dismember. I think I'm gonna go... I'm gonna take out the Matter Reshaper, actually. The card is super obnoxious for me. Dismember is totally whatever. Just as long as he didn't just draw Ghost Quarter. Alright, need any swamp. Or plains. Kill that while I can. Actually, I'm gonna wait until his end step to Field of Ruin, because if he plays another creature, then I'm gonna want to Bantu's Last Reckoning, and if he doesn't, then I'll want to Gideon of the Trials. Plays of Plains. Thought-Knots here. Excellent. Reality Smasher. And he has a Dismember in hand, so I take 8 and go down to 5. So I'm pretty screwed if he draws a second Reality Smasher. But if he just draws a land, I'm in good shape. So I just need to dodge Reality Smasher for like 2 turns. Next thing I do is almost certainly play Gideon of the Trials in 0. Of course. Of course he does. So dumb. God damn it. Mono white hate bears, anyways. Mono white Eldrazi hate bears. I guess I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a distinction or not. See, I have a lot of trouble with this matchup just because they keep taking the wraths out of my hand. It's really annoying. Or I just like never get to the mana to wrath or something like that. I feel like the plan should be really solid against them. I just don't draw well. Because if I had drawn one more land earlier, you know, I Wrath a turn earlier, or play Day of Judgment instead, and then I untap before he Reality Smashers. I play a Gideon, make an emblem, and then I don't die, and then he plays the Reality Smasher, kill the Gideon, and I kill the Reality Smasher with Nixilis or something. I don't know. Anyways. Let's see how this ends up going. Alright, we begin our next game. I mean, it looks reasonable. Probably fetch a tapped black-white land. Godless Shrine. Fetch tapped Godless Shrine on turn 1. You know, at the end of his turn. And then Knight's Whisper turn 2. Try to set myself up for like a turn 3 Gideon to turn 4 Wrath of God or something. My god, this guy takes forever to play. I'm sorry, like, I can only fill the noise so much, or fill the silence so much with noise before I'm just like, I don't know what I talk about while someone, you know, plays very slowly. Eldrazi Temple. Alright, folks, place your bets. Do we have a turn 2 Eldrazi, or Thought-Knot Seer? Well, I have a bucket load of Wrath of Gods for whatever he does. That is somewhat annoying. I think I might actually... Well, I guess Fragmentize doesn't even deal with that. No, well. Alright, what do you want? Do you want the Day of Judgment, the Wrath of God, or the Damnation away? Or maybe the Gideon Ally of Zendikar. I mean, honestly, in his position, I'd probably just take Gideon Ally of Zendikar because the others are just so redundant that taking one of them out isn't a big deal. The follow-up question is, does he have a Reality Smasher next turn? Alright, he did go with the Gideon ally of Zendikar. Just gonna play a tap Godless Shrine and plus on his Thought Knot. See, this is one of the reasons I really like Gideon of the Trials in this deck. I mean, aside from the fact that it has a bunch of random utility, but if your opponent is playing this kind of mid-rangey creature deck that plays like a big creature and then another big creature, Gideon of this... It's hilarious when you got a bunch of Wraths. Sorry about that. But anyways, it's hilarious when you have a bunch of Wraths because they have to go up to 2 creatures to start killing you and your Gideon, and then your Wrath away their board. So they're forced to go, like, they can't slow roll it too much because, you know, they can't just be like, oh, I'll let you get a 1-for-1 with your Wrath. No, you get a 2-for-1. Unless, of course, they play a Reality Smasher with haste or something, or their guy has a come into play ability. But against, like, Tarmogoyfs and Thought Knot Seers and Scavenging Muses and stuff like that. Yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll win by timing him out again. Except this guy doesn't have the excuse that he's playing blue-red and drawing a million cards and doing brainstorms and stuff. This guy's just slow as shit. Let's see, 2:22 and it's 2:34. It's been 12 minutes and we've played like 10 turns. He's taking less than a turn per minute. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make watching slowpokes interesting. You may have gathered that I am not a patient person. And you would be correct, because I am not. But if he wants to continue not doing anything, I will continue obliging him. Playing out the Vault of the Archangel just so that he doesn't know that I'm drawing more planes. Because he had seen the Vault in my hand when he Thought Not Seared, I believe. Don't know what he's doing with his time. So I need to draw a Planeswalker. Preferably Gideon Jura or one of the 5 or 6 mana ones, actually. Like, Gideon Jura would be good, because then I can taunt the Thought Knot Seer into it and kill it while it does no damage. And, well, Sorin Grim Nemesis would be sweet, because I would kill the Thought Knot Seer and draw cards, and then draw more cards and kill him. And Obnix would just kill the Thought Knot Seer and then start drawing cards, which is also good. Too bad I can't draw another Night's Whisper, because there's none left in the deck. Ally of Zendikar would be fine. Start plopping out, you know, a bunch of Night Allies. So my opponent's going to just do nothing. I thought we were done with dual queuing. Like, you don't need to dual queue now that we got leaks. That's the whole point. I finally understand. The reason streams are so popular compared to recordings is because when the streamer is bored and waiting for time to kill, because their opponent takes forever, they can chat with, you know, Twitch chat. Maybe I should start streaming these instead of recording them. I doubt anyone would pay attention, though. The advantage of recordings is you can, like, look at them at whatever time and... By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, which you are because that's the only place these videos ever get posted, there's this ×2. If you take your cursor and go to like this part of the video, you'll see a gear. Click the gear and it'll be like playback speed and select ×2. Videos are so much better at ×2 speed because it's much easier to just have all of the dead, wasted time pass. Or you can skip ahead in the video. Like, use the mouse, scan the thumbnail to see like when anything's changed. I would cut the timeout, but it takes me about half an hour to try to figure out how to snip like a 2-minute segment out of a YouTube video because YouTube's interface for snipping and editing videos is just so incredibly bad. It's almost passable if you want to like chop off 5 seconds from the start or 5 seconds from the end, but if you want to chop off the beginning, or chop off something in the middle, it's just miserable. Holy shit, finally. Gonna name Gideon of the Trials? You got it. Blow up one of these lands. Forgot that I would be drawing a card off the Thought-Knot Seer. Maybe I shouldn't have blown up the land. It's fine. And might as well get in for 4. Oh, is this a Dismember? No. Path to Exile? Dismember. It is a Dismember. Damn. Maybe I should have just sat back. Maybe it's the next level strategy. Play so slowly your opponent gets impatient with you and just tries to end the game. It's probably another Thought-Knot, and he's gonna take one of the Wrath of Gods, and then I'll be kind of incentivized to play the other Wrath of God out. Since my Fatal Pushes don't work anymore, and my paths don't work anymore because of that Chalice. Oh yeah, he can't path my stuff. He can only he can only Dismember. Can I draw a Planeswalker, please? Nope. I do not think I'm winning this game. Not with that Chalice of the Void, and not with me drawing none of my walkers. I didn't side any out, right? No, I didn't. Ooh, I should not have done that. He's just gonna kill it. Just gonna kill it with the Eldrazi Displacer. I think I'm just dead. Such a boring match. I have 2 Wraths left in the deck. I mean, at least the Gideon absorbed 5 damage. And if I draw Gideon in the Trials now, or Gideon Ally of Zendikar now, it'll just kill the Eldrazi Displacer. Holy fuck, this guy takes forever. Force him to use that colorless mana now. Oh, I get to block. It's nice. Too bad I don't have 1 more land for the Vault of the Archangel, but whatever. He'd just flicker it anyways. What is this? Sorin Grim Nemesis. Unfortunately, that does not do it since he can flicker any of his things.